Whew, okay, so we're live. It looks like we're live, people. Okay, well, I know we had a really good time earlier. We had a really fun live earlier, but this is some breaking news that is actually really sad. And so I had to come and talk to you guys about an actress. Her name is Naya Rivera. Now, Naya Rivera has been acting for a really long time, but she is most known for, or the biggest role that we pretty much know her for today, is for her role as Santana in the show Glee. This show Glee was back on Fox like 10, 11 years ago, something like that, but it made a really big impact, and a lot of those stars are still famous to this day. But there also seems to be a sort of like a curse on these Glee stars, because we see Leah Michelle then got canceled. We see how the Corey guy, he had the overdose, he had the drug issues, and now Naya Rivera at 33 years old is presumably dead after being found missing. And so let me just tell you guys a story. This is absolutely sad. Let me pull that picture down. And so Naya and her 4-year-old son actually went out to Lake Piru. Now, Lake Piru is out in Ventura County, which is outside of LA in California. I wanted to give you guys a visual of that as well. So as you can see, a beautiful area. Lots of people like to go sailing, swimming out in the ocean, and things of that nature. And so her and her son went out to Lake Piru. By the way, her son is about 4 years old. Originally, he was reported as a 3-year-old little girl, but 4-year-old son is what she has with an actor, and her husband's name is Ryan Dorsey. Now, so far, we have not heard from Ryan Dorsey. I haven't seen a statement or anything like that, but this incident happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Did I get that right? Or about 3 p.m. this afternoon, basically Wednesday afternoon, which is technically yesterday. And so Naya and her son went to Lake Piru. They actually ended up renting a boat. They went out swimming, and then 3 hours later, so they rented the boat at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. 3 hours later, which was around 4 p.m., the boat and the child was found alone in the lake by another boater. So just imagine you're out at the lake, you're boating along, you're having a good time, and you just see a 4-year-old kid in a boat by himself with no parental supervision, nowhere around. Now, the interesting part about the story is that the little boy was actually found asleep in the boat. He wasn't awake. He wasn't screaming, wasn't crying, nothing like that, just literally asleep. So when the boater actually went over to the boat, got the little boy and started talking to him, which she was assumed was a little girl, what the little boy said is that, I'm gonna make sure I get this right. What the little boy reported is that me and mommy went swimming, but she never came back. Yeah. I know this doesn't add up either. Something seems definitely fishy. The little boy who was asleep when the boater found him said me and mommy went swimming. No mention of anyone else. But he says mommy never came back. Now, you know the way my spidey senses be tingling. I want to know where the husband at. I want to know why she took this boy out swimming by herself. Where is her husband? It's a quarantine happening right now still. I don't give a damn what the public try to act like. And so Hollywood is shut down. Ain't nobody working like that. And if they are, it's virtual like this. So why wasn't the husband with her? Was this some kind of setup? Was this some kind of hit? I really want to know. I dare not think this was a suicide, because I don't think she would take herself out like that and leave her kid in danger. I just don't think so. But this is also why I tell people that although you can be a strong swimmer, I don't give a damn if you've been swimming since you came out the uterus. Swimming in lakes, oceans, rivers is extremely dangerous. Because if you don't have a life vest and you get a cramp, you get bit by something, anything can happen, and you can't keep yourself afloat, you're done. It's not like a pool where you have a bottom. You know, okay, if this pool is 12 feet, I know I'm gonna hit the bottom at some point. No, the ocean, rivers, lakes, it's just you're just gone. And so it's nothing to play with, and everything to be respected. And so I wanted to also walk you guys down a little bit of Naya's history. Like I said, she is currently married with a 4-year-old son currently. If you guys remember, she used to date Big Sean back in the day. They didn't really get into a lot of details on why they broke up, but basically, that Relationship ended. They were engaged, but Big Sean went from her onto Ariana Grande. This is a picture of Naya and her husband here, who she has a son with. Now, what's interesting, I want to go back a little bit. What's interesting is that this was the last picture that Naya Rivera actually put on social media. Is her and her son, July 7th, 2020. She went missing as of July 8th. She said, just the two of us. Now, we know that could be a reference to the song. I'm kind of looking a little bit deeper into it, and I'm wondering, was she having marriage issues? Was something about to change in the household? And that's why she's saying just the two of us. You would kind of think you would take a photo like this with your husband and your baby and say, like, just the three of us. Oh, they've been divorced. They've been divorced. See, they didn't say. I thought she was separated. Oh, okay. They've been divorced. Well, okay. Okay. That still being said, this still seems a little fishy to me. They said the son said she jumped in the water. See, CBS is not reporting that. But of course they both jumped in the water because they were swimming. But now she's gone and he's still there. And when he was found, they were found asleep. Okay, they were divorced. C.C. said maybe she had mental health issues. I don't, if she was going to off herself, I don't think she would have did it this way, mental health issues or not. She would put her child in danger and do that to herself? I don't think so. I'm not buying that. Egyptian Queen said people often have strokes or epileptic fits and drown that way. Now that's something that's possible. Some kind of epileptic fit, so, a stroke. I've never heard of a young person having a stroke, but that don't mean it can't happen. Yes, this is the third person on the Glee show that has died. This is really sad. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys her last tweet, which says, no matter the year, the circumstance, or strifes every day, you're alive I guess you meant you being alive. You being alive is a blessing. Make the most out of today and every day you are given, because tomorrow is not promised. People, we have to be very, very, very careful of what you post and what you say. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. There's a reason why when these celebrities go missing, dead, whatever you want to call it, they always end up posting these cryptic messages, almost like foreshadowing that they're not going to be there. She probably didn't make that tweet. He probably did. Maybe. It's like she knew. You know what I'm thinking? I'm wondering, and somebody who's really, because I'm a baby when it comes to spirituality. Y'all know, I mean, people say all kinds of stuff about me because I'm over here praying. I got a Bible over here and I still meditate. So people say I'm all mixed up. But is it something to it where the spirit, which is very much aware of the subconscious world, the spirit world, whatever you want to call it, okay, can it be possible that your spirit can subconsciously know when your time is almost up, even if you in the physical, of course, have no clue? And so sometimes your subconscious can be speaking for you and you don't even know what you're really saying. Am I off with that, or am I onto something? Reminds me of the WWE wrestler who died trying to save his son in the ocean. Yes, you have to give respect to the ocean. I'm really starting to think, you know, when they say you got to give your offerings to Yemiya before you get in that ocean, that water, you better. It's really no joke. A lot of people know you can do it all. Oh, hey, Tierra. Yes, indeed. Yes, the spirit, no. Okay, so I'm not crazy. And so spirit wise, I feel like she know it was her time to go, but there's something more to it. I'm just not buying that her and her son rented a boat alone, went swimming alone, and she's gone not to be found. But the little boy is there, and he was asleep when he was found. Not crying, not screaming for mom, he was asleep. I wanted to actually show you guys this as well, which is a picture of her car. So she drove her Mercedes G-Wagon there. When the authorities went and looked in the car, it still had her purse, her belongings, and all that stuff. And so now, ladies, I gotta ask you, if you're going out to a lake that you're renting alone with your small child, would you have your purse with you? Would you have your purse with you? I just want to know. Where was this at? Monroe, California. This was at Lake Piru. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but is it Ventura County in California? Ladies, if you're gonna go out on a boat, if you're gonna go out on a yacht, ain't you gonna have your purse with you? Now the authorities did not specify if her cell phone was found in that purse or in that car or not, because we don't go nowhere without our phones. But wouldn't you have your purse with you? You would lock up your purse in a car? Now I know some people are saying, well, what is she gonna do with her purse out on a boat? She don't want to drop it in the ocean or nothing, but your purse can have Band-Aids in it. It could have a first aid kit. You got a little kid with you. You can put anything in your purse. Look at how the car is parked. Boom. Wait a minute. That's why I love my people, because we're critical thinkers. I'm gonna expand this picture. Hold up. See, I don't believe everything the authorities say, because them bastards can be paid off. Okay, look at how her car is parked. That even looks like that car was parked in distress. Y'all tell me what you think. How'd the son get back in the boat by himself? That's a good question. Sounds like a murder to me. It does to me too. She knew the person she was going to be with. There's another party involved with this. They've covered up their tracks. Some people may have been paid off. There's something to it. Now, Cher said, I would definitely have my purse, but she would need her ID and credit cards to rent the boat. Exactly. Exactly. She was rushing. Bright storm. It seems like a rush. There's more to the story. A kidnapping, that's plausible too. Y'all gotta understand something. When you dealing with people like this, you think Leah Michelle has something to do with this? No. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's address something real quick. Let me reduce this. When you dealing with celebrities, when you dealing with rich people, when you dealing with money, you guys gotta understand. A lot of times, they know people that are connected in the streets. These people can really get away with anything that they want. This is suspicious all day long. I'm not buying the story that they're selling. I'm just not buying it. And what's unfortunate is that the little boy is so young that you can't really get clear answers out of him. Like anything the boy would say, it wouldn't even really stand up in court because he's only 4 years old. And so he doesn't have the words to really verbalize everything. Now, I would want to know what was going on in her personal life. She's been divorced since 2018, so I need to know were they having custody issues? Was she having any family issues? Was she on any kind of drugs? We know of mental issues in the past. With any current outbursts? Like, I need to know everything. How was her health? I need to know. I do not believe she killed herself, though. I can believe she might have had a stroke while she was swimming. I could believe maybe a shark or some creature in the water got her. Because we don't know what's in that water. You really don't. But the way that car is parked, her belongings were left in that car. The boy was left alone. The boy was found alone. He was asleep. She rented a boat by herself, which just seems weird. Something's not adding up. Were his clothes wet? They did not say. That's a detail they left out. To be out of sleep while they did to her whatever they did. Storm is on receipt. She suffered mental health issues, likely suicide or accidental drowning. Why would she commit suicide like that, though? Do y'all think it was okay, I'm going to just go out on this boat with my child for the last time and this is it? But then you leave your son vulnerable? I just don't believe that. MD and neuropsych here. Was the car locked? They didn't specify. People become so desperate sometimes that they decide to go in terrible ways. A way that they decide in a split second. What? I have one of my patients that set himself on fire. What the hell? Do they have footage of her renting the boat? They have not released any footage yet. We will need to see. This is breaking news right now. This just happened this evening. Technically yesterday. Women don't kill themselves that way. That's what I'm saying. Everything is not adding up. Typically, when women kill themselves, they take pills. That's typically how women kill themselves. Men will either hang themselves or blow their brains off, unfortunately, or jump off bridges. Women typically take pills. Who saw her get on the boat? Thank you. Who rented her the boat? We got so many questions. I know. We got so many questions. I don't believe suicide. No, we don't. So heartbreaking. Yes, the son had on and the son had on a life vest. So think about this. If the son had on a life vest, wouldn't she be wearing a life vest too? Wouldn't she be wearing a life vest too? I just want to know. Okay, I missed who said it, but a commenter said, I've seen, they've shown some women just walking into an ocean. Walking into it, not jumping into it with their child left in the boat. Maybe it was a freak accident. It could be. It could be. But now I'm on the lookout for everybody. That car looks suspicious. I need to know details around renting the boat. I need all the cameras pulled. I need eyewitness statements, because you can't tell me in broad daylight ain't nobody seen nothing besides the boater that found the child. Thank you, Ashley, for the donation. Then I need that person that found the child. I need them investigated too. I want a lie detector test on them too, because I want to make sure that they're not really in on it, and it was just their job to make sure that the child was safely put in the authorities' custody. She was in a past abusive relationship. How did he get back on the boat by himself? Maybe she got hurt helping him back on the boat and hit her head. That's possible too. They said her life vest was on the boat, not on her. Who was the child's father? Her ex-husband, Ryan Dorsey. Recap what happened? Okay, I'll recap because I know it's people just coming in. So, at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, which is technically yesterday now, Naya Rivera and her 4-year-old son reportedly rented a boat to go swimming on Lake Piru, which is in Ventura County in California. 1 p.m. they rented that damn boat. At 4 p.m., just 3 hours later, the child is found alone with his life vest on, asleep on the boat by another boater, but mother is nowhere to be found. And the child says, Mommy went swimming, but she never came back. Belongings are left in the car. The car is parked haphazardly. And apparently she had a really sticky divorce, although, albeit it was 2 years ago. We got mental health issues put into place, and we got these cryptic last messages. No matter the year, the circumstance, or stripes, every day you're alive is a blessing. Make the most of today, and every day you are given. Tomorrow is not promised. Last picture of her and her son, just the two of us. She drowned. My gut feeling is something accident happened and she fell over. The devil on my shoulder says something fishy. I'm praying that she's found, but this does not sound good. This does not sound good. So I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes before we get off. I'm just gonna read your comments and then we're gonna get off here, guys. She could have not had a life vest on and couldn't get back on the boat. Maybe exhaustion. But what the child said sounded like what someone told him. Yeah, she could have got exhausted. Y'all, that's why I tell people, like, no matter what, I don't care if you're a strong swimmer, wear your life vest, people. It ain't about impressing nobody. It ain't about trying to be cool. Wear your life vest, man. You in the ocean, you in the lake. You don't know what look, let's get spiritual. I've been reading a lot about African spirituality and just really trying to understand the elements of this earth. You got to give respects to the ocean. That's a whole nother world that we low-key don't even really belong in. That ain't your world. That is the water. So you have to respect it. And I don't play with this shit. All of that jumping off yachts, jumping off boats, in lakes, it ain't my thing. I don't do it. Tate said Jakuma Tati, she is 33. She is 33. Why do so many celebs die at 33 years old? I need y'all to tell me that. My neighbor is playing Mexican music at 2 in the morning, but I'm not mad at him. Why do so many celebs die at 33? Let's hope she's okay. I pray she's okay. Yes, and mermaid sightings, even with sharks and all that. One of her best friends just posted something on her IG stuff. Yeah, that's too much water. Yes. Remember the tsunami of 2011? I do. You have to respect the water. Were they isolated on the water or were people around? There would have had to have been somebody around because somebody found their child at 4 o'clock. So between 1 and 4, we need to pull these cameras and see what happened. I would not leave my son to go swimming by himself. Me either. Me either. The WWE wrestler was 39, like 666. 33 is your Jesus year. Oh. Okay, now y'all schooling me. Now y'all schooling me. Do people swim in that lake? Yes, they do. Is she might have known someone was after her. It's possible she rushed and went on the boat to be safe. There's a third. I just feel like there's a third party involved. In one of her most, Carmen said, in one of her most popular TV performances, when she's on Glee, she sings a song, If I Die Young. Wait a minute. One of the lyrics she sings says, sink me in the river at dawn. Maybe she did commit suicide. Wow. Wait a minute. See, this is too coincidental. Well, this is too coincidental. That's too coincidental. Storm, you said Mexican music. I love you so much. Look. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. The fact they're holding off the search till morning pisses me off. She could be alive right now. And the crazy thing is, all they got to do, they have special lights that they put out when they search for people in water at nighttime. I don't understand why they're not searching either. Kind of makes you think they might have been paid off too. "4 p.m. is dusk, not dawn." That's true. Or just drowned. They need to question that random boat or more. They sure do. Natalia Wood died the same way. She just fell in shallow waters next to the boat and died. She drank a little bit of champagne beforehand, but she wasn't intoxicated. This shit is sad. Ask a medium or a psychic. I want to get Tracy Brown on a show. I'm a DM Tracy. Is that Tracy Brown on YouTube? Because I need to know. I need to know. She would not have committed suicide and left her son alone. I don't think so. Who said somebody didn't push her off? There's more to this. There's more to this. Could you get stuck on something in the lake? I don't know. Not out in the middle of the water, I don't think. Did TMZ announce it first? No, CBS News did. TMZ probably has released it now. Let me check. I actually got this from CBS LA. Yes, now. Okay, let's see what TMZ has had to say. Somehow TMZ is always there when a celebrity dies. Like how they got the Kobe information before anybody got it. Before the family got it. And y'all tell me something ain't going on in that Hollywood shit. Okay. Let's see. Okay, story's still developing. Basically everything I've just reported. Yeah, everything I've just reported. TMZ about to have all the tea by the morning. Oh, yes, they will. People release a story. Some people are good swimmers and drown because of waves in the lake. That's possible too. Storm, lots of lakes have sinkholes. Oh, wow. I did not know that. See, I don't go out to lakes. I don't do it. I go to the beach. I stay right up on shore. I don't do none of them tricks and dips and flip. I'm good. I respect the ocean. I dip my feet in it and I go back to the ground. That's just me. So thank you, Opinionated, for letting me know. I didn't know lakes had sinkholes. I didn't know. There's a Glee search. Why did they stop the search? They said because it was nightfall. They're going to start it again in the morning, even though they have the technology to still look for her overnight. I think that's pretty messed up to know that she more than likely is in the water and y'all just going to get her tomorrow. Like that's... Where's the son? He's with his father right now. Yes, remember the weird drowning at Carl Crawford's house? I'm telling you. Y'all got to respect that water. Look. I read a comment that said the lake was cursed. They said a lot of people drown there and don't swim in the middle. Okay, let's look that up. Because the lake out here, Lake Lanier, I definitely heard of that one being cursed. And once again, is it cursed? Or do y'all just not give respect to the ocean? Lake Pyru curse. Let's see. No, I'm not seeing that. Wait a minute. No, No, I'm not really seeing that. I have a lake by my house. People die every year at that lake. Was the boat in the this might be a ritual. TMZ said that she dove into the river. She could have hit her head on the bottom. That's possible too. I hope and pray they find her. It's weird she didn't have her life jacket on. Maybe because she was a strong swimmer. Maybe because someone pushed her over. There's more to the story. People go missing all the time at Lake Lanier too. Yeah, I used to drive past it when I was driving for Amazon. Whatever that bridge is that goes across it, I used to drive past it all the time. And I'm never going to go there either. Because I don't play with that. I just don't play with that mess. You can drown just as easily in shallow water as in deep water. I understand that. But I'm not going to get in that deep water either. Let's see. I know I may be coming in here to mess with you, but this is very serious. What her son said, wait a minute, Princessa Ari said, what her son said is just really fishy. No 4-year-old would say that. My nephew is around the same age and he can't even comprehend a sentence like that. Yeah, you got a point. But how much are we going to be able to get out of a 4-year-old? And by now, He's being coached probably by his daddy people. We not gonna get nothing out of that. That whatever statement he allegedly gave, that's the best we gonna get from that child. He's only 4. Breaking news: Ghislaine Maxwell has died from COVID-19. What? The lady that was gonna testify against what you call it? Ghislaine. Hold on, let me see. Where's she at? I don't see that it says that she's died. It says that she's been moved for her safety. Oh, and she got a secret stash of the Jeffrey Epstein sex tapes. Yeah, good luck making that out alive out of prison. Almost like he was fed the lines to say exactly. I hope this isn't true. Oh, no, it is. And we're at 30 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I just want to say, everybody out there, stay prayed up, stay safe. And we definitely going to follow this story because there is more to this. There's definitely more to this. And so, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. I will catch you guys later.